Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome. Thank you for joining us. And all of you that have recently subscribed, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And everyone who's been sharing my channel, thank you for that. What we're going to do today is just play. I'm going to need ephemera. I have been missing in action for I did my post for my the Christmas collab. I did one the 23rd and I did one the 28th, and that was all the videos I've done in the last 2 weeks, maybe. Well, pretty much about 6 days, sure enough. So all of these are fussy cut bits that came with the vertical everyday words from the Junk Journal Studio. If you had that kit, all of this stuff here was on some of the pieces, and it's just printed on regular paper. We got to back it, so I thought I'd have a play with that because I just finished fussy cutting one set of them. And I got one of these and look, y'all, I've been fussy cutting this kit off and on for at least 6 months, just because it's a huge kit. And then these have the yellow undertones. The other one has it's just white backgrounds to it. So I have the black with just the white background. And it was in with this kit. And this says yellow undertones. But yeah, so I've been fussy cutting that off and on. And I finally got it finished today, which I have been doing a bunch of fussy cutting. I straightened up. So I have to tell you, I went to the Dollar Tree. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, Sunday I went to the Dollar Tree. They had the new clear totes that have like the handles on them. They have the bigger size one. And then they have like kind of like a magazine type size. So I got 6 of the big ones, which will hold my hang on. It'll hold my kit pouches setting, like this in them long ways. And if you turn them straight up and down, it'll hold a bunch like that. So that's how wide that box is. They fit perfect in it. So I've got about 4 everyday kits that is ready, but it's not that time of the year yet. So one of them's lavender, 2 of them are wildflower. So going through that box and organizing my stuff. Let's get to crafting while I'm sitting here yapping. So I found a bunch of these tags and post cards and stuff like that need to be fussy cut that we can use to play and decorate with. So I got those back here. I need to finish those up. But I have been just fussy cutting like a mad woman for the last, since Sunday actually. So what I'm going to do is I am going to try my best to put this, thought I could put these on here, but apparently I can't. Well, we might have to just get us a backer page and do it that way. As I thought I could use these book pages, but those are a little bit too long. And guess what? That is just fine, because I got some thicker stuff in here that we can use. How about that? There we go. Here's some misprinted stuff, And then I do have these background pages here from books and such. So we'll use that. But anyhow, so I was going through organizing. So I put all of my Christmas kits that have been printed on the front and back, have been fussy cut, and most of those already have a cover with them, because I just came off of Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So I got all of those put in one of the long big ones. And then one of the magazine ones, I've got it filled up with just, are you still, kidding me? But anyhow, I got one of it the bigger ones filled up with all of my Christmas kits that are ready to go and be made. You know, like we got to dress the ephemera up, you know what I'm saying, make pockets out of it or stuff like that. But it's fussy cut, the pages are together, some of them have covers, all of that's done. So we'll work on those on our Merry Makes throughout the year, so then when we get to Christmas time and again next year, we'll just have everything ready to go and we can sit down and just put our journals together. But now, saying that, I use one of those big ones to just put all of my Christmas fussy cuts in, stacked vertical in it, and they hold a bunch. I am just super duper happy with these. I would like to get me one more of the bigger ones, because I got another, this shelf that is behind me, it has 3 tiers on the bottom of it that I did have loaded up with those 12 by 12 boxes, you know, that you buy to put your scrapbook and paper in for Michael's and Hobby Lobby and all that. Well, throughout Christmas, I went through and I got all of my Christmas stuff out of those and condensed it down. So now I just have 6 of those totes on the bottom shelf of this thing. And then throughout the year, I'm going to take and try my best to get all of the Christmas cardstock, or everyday cardstock, I should say. I'm going to try to get all of that condensed down, used up, made into ephemera. That's my goal. And then hopefully, by the time it rolls around to where it is fall, I can take and put my fall kits like I have my Christmas stuff. But I think just one of those big ones will be big enough to have my, this came in some kind of little package thing. Oh, it was for my knife cutter for my, whatchamacallit there. And I said that would be perfect to put that on my desk to hold my stuff in. But anyhow, squirrel, you know. So that's what I've been doing with myself. I've been rearranging and going through getting, you know, kits that need to be printed on the back. Then they need to be fussy cut. I've been, you know, getting all of that put over here at my printer fussy cut station. So I did that Sunday evening. Then I just started fussy cutting. I fussy cut about all day yesterday. Actually lost track of what day of the week it was. That's why I didn't have a video up for Monday. Sorry about that. And then, so I just rearranged some stuff to get ready for the new year, you know. I don't have to do a whole lot of cleanup, organizing, because, you know, like I say, my craft area is in my bedroom. So it stays quite tidy anyways throughout the year. So I don't have to, just when I switch from season to season is the main thing. I just switch out stuff. Oh, that's cute. But I got a bunch of tags and journal cards and stuff. If y'all remember a long time ago, I did some journal cards and tags and stuff when I first got my stamps from Temu and tried them out. And then I just made copies of them. I made journal cards and tags and just ran them through my scanner on my printer and just made copies of them. And then I printed those out. So I got all those cut out to play with. Let's see, what do we want to put on there? Oh, that's pretty, ain't it? I'm thinking about, and there ain't really nothing in the background that I want to worry about keeping. Let's just put you on there. How about that? That would be super pretty. So, but yes, those bins from the Dollar Tree, the big ones are $6. The ones I'm calling them, they're about 5 inches wide and about 12 inches tall for what I'm calling the magazine holder looking one. And I found them over in like the home goods section of the store. So it's like their new organized bins. And I said, yeah, that is going to be perfect to set up my my station behind me. So then I'll have, you know, kits in the box that are fussy cut, printed on the back. They're ready to go. So I pull it out and just work with it. And then for Christmas, like I say, we're going to do the, make the ephemera and get the stuff ready for that kit on Merry Make Mondays. And then the rest of the time we'll just be pulling out the ephemera and making ephemera and stuff like that for regular everyday life. Like, you know, if it's not fall themed or Christmas themed, it's every day. Everything else is every day. That's how I sort stuff. Oh, that's gonna be cute. So I'm just gonna be making ephemera because I need a lot of ephemera for every day. I really don't have a bunch. And come to find out, like I say, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 kits that either have, you know, like the pages front and back and fussy cut. And it's just pages with no ephemera. And they have a cover. So, I mean, it's, you know, like just the pages and a cover. Or it's the pages printed front and back with fussy cuts. No cover, nothing made. so, yeah. And I was thinking, I was like, oh, I got all of this everyday stuff in this ephemera in this box. I need to pull it out, you know, and go through that. And get ready, you know, for the upcoming year. Honey, I don't even have a kit ready to put nothing together with. I got to make all kinds of stuff. And I was like, I thought I really did have a bunch of ephemera ready. No, you know what I got? I got a bunch of fussy cut kits. That's what I had. Everything in that box, except for those 5 or 6 packages. Everything else either needs to be printed on the back and fussy cut, or it was just plain fussy cut stuff. So I said, well, let me get busy fussy cutting. So that's what I've been doing with myself this weekend. And then plumb forgot, you know, what day of the week it was. Honestly, that's what happened to me. And didn't put up a video yesterday because, you know, I was thinking I still had another day of my so-called vacation. And I did wind up going to work Sunday morning. And then when I left work, I went to the Dollar Tree and found my boxes, came home and just started, you know, because I'd planned on doing it anyways. And I had the Coke boxes that I was going to do the stuff with. But luckily, Dollar Tree had their new stuff because I watched the video and I was like, let me see if my Dollar Trees has it. And they did, and I was so happy. So we are going to do, you know, not just bases today. We're taking some base things and we're going to make stuff while I yik-yak. How about that? And then I have a box down here below me for paper, books, scraps, and stuff like that. And I'm just going to pitch it in there. And I got all of my bling put in here together. So that is happy. I just got to find somewhere else to put it now because I'm going to use that box for that. Well, dang. That's fine. We'll just leave it sitting on the floor down here. It'll sit behind me for right now. I'll put it up somewhere else in a little bit. So then, let's see. Oh, you're not big enough. So then we just, I just said that I was going to sit down and make me some ephemera tonight and shoot a video and say hey to everybody, and hope that y'all had a very Merry Christmas, and hope that you all have a good New Year's coming up. because I think this will post actually New Year's Eve, because I got to work tomorrow. So Happy New Year Eve, everyone. Because, you know, I've been out of work. I took them days off after Christmas. And I've just lost all sense of time and days and stuff. Just all out of whack. But I got a lot of things done. You know, spent time with the family. And did all the things for Christmas. We did had our nephew's viewing, and his memorial service was yesterday, which was Monday. And then so it's been a rough Christmas, you know, leading up to Christmas, starting with the first nephew's passing, and then the second nephew's passing, and then they had a distant cousin that they grew up as being close with. She had passed. She had been sick for a little bit. She had MS, and she finally succumbed to that. Poor thing. It was pitiful. But yeah, so my kids side of the family has took a beating this past couple of months since September, with people passing. So it's just been a little rough on them. Now, this is my ex-husband's family members that have all passed and such. And, you know, I was married into the family up until my youngest daughter was 2, and then we separated. So, but still, you know, the first nephew that passed, you know, I was closer to him, and even still, you know, as he grew up and had kids of his own, was still, you know, close to him. The second nephew that passed, he was like the younger set of babies, and that grandkids on that side. So I really didn't know him as well, because, you know, he was younger, and like I say, when he was around 2-ish or so, when me and the kid's dad separated. So I really didn't know him as well as I did the first nephew that passed. I think I'm going to put that on there. That's going to be pretty too. But yeah, it's been rough. Just, you know, hard time for my kids. You know, because with their cousins passing and stuff, and, you know, and they grew up around them all, you know. So even though I wasn't there, when they visit with their dad or stayed at their dad's or at their grandma's or whatever, that, you know, the cousins were always there. So the cousin pack on that side of the family is super close. What is it, 17 of them? Well, 15 now, because the 2 passed away, but yeah, they are all close. I mean, these kids get together without their parents or anyone else. Just, you know, the cousins on that side get together, have cookouts, you know, whatever, because they want their kids to grow up how they grew up around their cousins. So I think that is just so sweet that all of them, you know, try to get together and do things as a cousin group, and have their kids around the other kids, you know. I think it's just super sweet. All right. Well, I'm going to quit talking about that, because that's, it's bringing me down a little bit. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, but I don't want to be gloom and doom, you know. We've gone through that enough. I really did have a good Christmas, and celebrating Christmas with my kids. And I got a bunch of ink, y'all. Bunch of ink. And you know what? I hadn't even printed nothing yet. I was like, Can't wait till I get my ink. I'm going to sit here and print the rest of the time that I'm off. I ain't printed the first thing. Because when I went through this, went through these kits and stuff that I thought, you know, I had all these kits ready to go. And all of it was fussy cuts. I was like, shoot, I couldn't even make nothing if I wanted to. I got to cut it out first. So, I've been fussy cutting ever since. Now, I do have a bunch of kits that I do need to print. I'm going to put that little dog right there. Just because I think that's going to be cute. But I do have a bunch of kits that I still got to print. And I still got a bunch that I got to download. Can you believe that? I mean, like, yeah, I bought them. And you know, when I told y'all I went and got all of the kits downloaded, well, guess what? I bought some more and I got to download some more. Yep, that's what I got to do. Is that going to look too corny? To have that as the pull, if I can fold it right. Oh my goodness, the coffee. Well, if I can get it folded good, I think that's going to work. There you go. Match it up, buddy. No, I don't like that now. Oh, me. Me and the indecision. You know what I'm saying. But I have so I got to work the next 3 days, which will be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then I'm off Saturday and Sunday. So I'll probably be fussy cutting Saturday and Sunday. I'll be fussy cutting every day I'm off. I mean, I don't know about fussy cutting at night because it just the standing up with it, you know, because when I fussy cut, I do two fussy cut mats in the Brother Scan and Cut, and I just keep it going. So I'm standing up constantly. Sorry about bumping y'all. I gotta get me a drink because, you know, I ain't made a video in a while and I can't talk long. But as I said, I think that's what I'm going to work on next. Let me see. I've got some pockets in here that I would like to dress up a little bit too. Can't just make all tags, you know what I mean? Those were just sitting on the top. That's all it was to it. Well, we just put one of those, we'll put one of those on that and call that a day right there. I think that'd be cute. And do the same with this. If I can find that other purple one. There's another purple set here. And that's a little too much. Oh. Now everything's going to flip upside down. Yeah, we can do that. That's going to be cute. And then I want to use some of my cards, my journal cards and stuff for them. So let's get some of them dug out of here. Okay. That's going to be fun, I think. That's the bigger ones. We'll put them back. So we're going to put the little pupper dogs here on this and put a label on it. And then this is sideways. Oh, that'd be pretty on there too, wouldn't it? I don't care about if the words are which way the words are going, but you know, we can do that and put a label on it too. So that's going to be good. And then I think I'll do that right there and maybe put a flower over here. Or a bird. Ooh, a bird. What do we think about that bird? We got one that's a little bit... Y'all, speaking of birds, I have got the prettiest bluebirds in my yard. They are so blue. They look purple. I mean, just beautiful. Just beautiful. I'm trying to find a purple flower in that, and I don't have none in this set here. What's in that? Oh, nothing. But, you know, I've got some that's in my fussy cut. But I got this stuff here on the desk. I'm going to try to use it up. Well, just make a decision. Quit digging. How about that? It's the same thing I put on that other pocket. I think that would be pretty there with maybe like a number up there. I like that. And then look at this blue jay. I'll put him on here. I don't know how that stem needs to come out. Do that. And then we can take and put that little doggy thing there on that. So I used to do this a lot, just sit and pull out things and make up my kits and stuff. Make up my decorative pieces, you know. I used to, that used to be quite helpful actually. Before you get on the camera set and make up what you're going to work on that day. Probably need to go back to that, don't I, seeing how I'm fumbling so much here. Let's see, let's put not upside down. Let's put that on that. And then, let's see, we can't find some kind of floral or bird. Let's put on a bird there. I don't like that. He's too small. I have no clue what that is. Oh, here, is that the same flowers? It's kind of ish alike. That would need to go that way though, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh goodness, y'all. But yeah, I have just so I know I got some rose themed stuff coming up, so I need a different stamp on there. I think that's all butterflies. The other one's florals. Those would actually be good for fall. It's got butterflies and stuff on it. Oh, there's me a good rose one. Right there on the front. I only got to open it up and unroll it. It's me a good little rose stamp, like it's a... There we go. That's cute. Okie doke. I'm happy with that. So now let's get to work. Let's see. 30 minutes, not too bad. Hopefully we can get this pile of stuff done. Ooh, I got one more. Let's find something to go on you, buddy. Find something to go on you. Okay. Oh, look. That's super pretty. Sunflowers, but that's a ways away. I do have some peach roses and such that I want to do later on. I'd like to put that on a tag though. Oh, that's pretty. That'd be super pretty for fall, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Well, it's not fall season, honey bunny. There. There we go. Put that on it. Yep. Okie doke. Then I'm going to put this up to get it out of our way. That's just the name of what it was with, where I got all these bits from. That'd be good to make clusters with too. I'd like to back the rest of those tags. We'll probably do that tomorrow, so I'm just going to lay it right there. But yeah, so we'll back the tags and put some florals or stickers or something on them. And I really don't think I need these anymore. I'll need the corner rounder. There we go. Get it out of my face. Okay. Am I good? Am I in camera? Okie doke. Yeah, it's one of them. I've not filmed so long, I don't know how. So I just it's getting a little too cluttered there around me, so I got to get it uncluttered. So I think about everything that I've got. I do have a bunch of stuff, like I say, that needs to be, I've got 8 kits that need to be printed on the back of them and fussy cut for like what I call everyday stuff. So I'm gonna need to get that done. I'll probably do, so I'm thinking when I work at night, I'll print on the back of stuff like that, and then on my day off, I'll fussy cut. I'll run the fussy cutter. And so that's what I was doing, and it was helping me stay caught up pretty good. And then I went through the phase of, you know, it's fall. I don't have anything fall, so I printed all my fall stuff and fussy cut all it. And then it was Christmas, and so then I just, you know, went into just full-on Christmas mode. And so now here I am. It's everyday stuff, and I was thinking I had all of these kits ready to go, you know, because my everyday ephemera box or whatever kit box was completely full. No, it wasn't. Was not full at all. What it had in it was a ton of stuff that needed to be fussy cut. Just a bunch of fussy cuts. I love this right here. Start doing things you love. Just put that. I'll put it across the flowers. Why not? Start doing things you love. You know. And I like this. It's always, oh, give me this thing. It's always the small pieces that make the big picture. That is so true. I want to cut that in half. So I'm going to do, it's always the small pieces. Put it like this. And then we'll put that. And it says, start doing things you love. There you go. Beautiful. Love that. Hot dog. And that is Tim Holtz. I forgot I had them too. Yeah. Actually, I got the brown and black and white, and then I got the stamp thing. I forgot I had all that. Sure did. You know why? Because it was shoved in that box. Because when I cleaned up everything to pull out Christmas, it just went poof, and Christmas was here. So I just took everything and shoved it somewhere else. So I love having, you know, being able to, because I get tired of looking at flowers all during the year, you know, which, you know, but that's my favorite thing is florals and stuff like that. So then, you know, during Christmas, I'll have all my stuff made while I work on, you know, Merry Make Mondays. And I also pulled out and got all of my, you know, like my packaging and chipboard, like the cereal chipboard boxes and stuff like that. So I got a big stack of Trash to Treasure Make things that I need to get worked on and get that pared down some. So we'll do some Trash to Treasures. Probably, I don't know if it'll be every week or not. Maybe. We'll see. But yes, Merry Make Monday will be every Monday, starting the first Monday in January. And then I'll probably do, I'm waiting to see, which I knew I should have watched I Totally Love It's channel Sunday. I should have watched her video because she puts up what everybody collab-wise, challenge-wise, and all that, all the happenings going on with junk journaling. She has that on her channel every Sunday, and that is I Totally Love It. And so I'm sorry, sweetie, I forgot what your name was. I want to say Deborah. Not Deborah. I can't remember what her name is. I can't remember. I am so sorry for that. Daggone. But yeah, she does all the collabs and everything like that on her channels on Sundays. And that's be pretty. The Summer Sunshines. Put it across there like it's the tape that's holding it down. Then, oh goodness. But yeah, so I've had so I think I'll watch her video when I get off here to see what all the happenings are going to be for January, so I can see if I want to do any collab type things for January. A lot of folks in January do Junk Journal January, and I think that is, you know, where you build up things or what have you. So I'm thinking I might try to do some of those. We'll see. And I may just stick to, you know, over here doing my own thing. Because normally that works best for me. Just doing my own thing. Because at this point, right now, in the work life, everything has been, somewhat, you never know. if I'm going to have to work or not. You know, we get a schedule, but people get sick, things happen, in which, you know, I got to go to work when I'm scheduled to be off. So I've declined any type of design team things at all for the near future. And that is, you know, because if I did that, be on a design team, I would, you know, it wouldn't be a come in and just sit down and be like, hey, let's do this and that. You know what I'm saying? It would be a full-on do the project and then showcase the kit and this and that and other, you know, do it justice type thing. And then that's why I like, for the Christmas collab, they made it easy. You know, Miss Terry made that easy for us. All we had to do is just pick out what kit we wanted to make and do it. And that was it. She really did make it easy on us. So then I was thinking about, you know, I just need to do stuff that makes me ephemera, you know, and that's really the honest truth of it. I just need to make ephemera. Get a lot of my fussy cut stuff done and make ephemera. That is it. That is the main goal for January right now, I think. And then I do want to pull out where we have all that scrap fabric from the quilter lady that I bought at the Goodwill, like way back in the beginning of the summer of this past year. I want to pull that stuff out and make journal covers out of it. And of course, you know, I coughed, and now Snoop's gonna bark and raise sand because he don't know no better. He's protecting us, so he thinks. I think I'm just gonna do that. Later on, I might put a label or some words or something on it. Who knows? Let's look and see if I got a blue word to match my little birdie. These are Temu's. Love these things. There's purple. I don't know, I'm going to put this one on there. Okey-doke. I'm just having fun playing. That's all I'm doing. Oops, I picked that up to ink it with. That wouldn't have been good, would it? I had glue all over the side of it. So, has everybody missed me? I know a few people have messaged me, emailed me, texted me, and making sure I was all right. You know, I know you said you had things going on with the family and stuff, and you took some time off, just making sure that everything's all right. Because usually, even if you take time off, you'll put a video up. And that's why I was like, well, you know, it was the day before the 27th. That's when everybody was asking, because it had been 4 days since I put a video up, because I did the fill-in video for the 23rd on the collab, and everybody's like, okay, she's doing good. Now, let's see. Where's she at? Is she all right? You know, because who knows with the super flu bug going around. Oh, my goodness. I'm so worried about going back to work now, because both of them, while he was sick the week before I took off, and then the lady that works there, she's been sick while I've been out, to the point that Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, my phone was being blowed up, wanting me to come to work. And I was like, no, I'm waiting to see if my daughter needs me to go with her to you know, just like it was like a closed family viewing for the nephew. It's like, if she needs me to take her there or go with her there, I'm going. If not, you know, then I'll wait till she gets back, make sure she's okay, you know, and then I'll come in and I'll do the pricing. But I will not be coming in to work. So then he was asking about, you know, if I would work Monday. I was like, nope, because, you know, that is actually the memorial service that day, so no. And then, oh yeah, that's going to be pretty, and I think I'll put some type of little word up there. And then I was like, you know, really the only day that I asked off for, because initially none of this stuff was planned. Only day was, you know, we just needed to decide what day we were going to be able to get everybody here for Christmas. And then once that was planned, you know, that was all I had planned to do. Everything else was, I was going to work in my craft room, do all my behind the scenes type stuff, which I hadn't got none of that done, you know, because of all the other stuff that needed to be done and took care of first. It's a little more important. So then Tuesday was going to be my only day, like, so-called to be off, you know, where I didn't have anything that I had to do. And I was like, and I'm taking it. I'm going to take it. I'm taking that day off too. Because I've been off all this time and have really not rested the least bit. Now, how did I get that side straight and the back side crooked? I think it's because it slipped off my hand. I just want to put that date on there. Oh, that come out. Daggone. Oh, that's cute. I like that. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Like I said, Sunday night was when after I left work, I went and got the stuff the boxes to do my crafty stuff here and switch that around, just because I needed to know where I was at and, you know, what kits I had, what I needed to work on, what stuff needed to be done, and apparently everything needs to be done because I don't have nothing to make a journal with at the point. I was like, I thought I had more stuff ready to go. You just printed it all and shoved it in a box. That's what I did. Oh, and then on top of that, you know, is my daddy's 70th birthday. I forgot about that. Sorry, Daddy. The 29th of December was my dad's 70th birthday, which, by the way, we were getting together and getting all this stuff, and we had to cancel plans for that. Move it to this coming, I think it'd be the 4th, Sunday the 4th of January, to celebrate his birthday, because he's had the stomach bug. He got the stomach bug, which I think is what they had at work, passing it around between the two of them while I've been gone. But yeah, so we were all ready to, and he's like, well, I tested positive for the stomach flu. He's like, so we're going to have to cancel plans and not coming for Christmas now either. And I was like, daggone. So, which usually if we have, you know, more than just a few of us here at Thanksgiving or Christmas, he didn't come to that because his immune system has been so weakened that he just, you know, I love y'all, but I ain't coming up there type situation. So, and that's understandable, you know. He's spent enough time in the hospital. But he thought he was going to be well enough and better to where he could go out yesterday, but it didn't happen. He's like, I just He goes, I got up this morning. He said, my fever's back. He's like, you know, I don't want to get y'all sick. And he said, I just don't feel like going out to eat. And he said, I'm just cold, running a high fever. I was like, yeah, if you're running a fever, we don't need to be around you because you're contagious, you know. So we canceled plans again yesterday for his birthday. So, you know, then that's just the way it works. That's just the way things are. What am I looking for? The glue. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so used to, when I'd say, you know, I've been fussy cutting and I got my fussy cuts put together and sitting over here on my desk and such, I'd have them in like one of those little brown boxes where you get like the oodles and noodle soups. Those little brown boxes, they hold, they're about like this square, and they hold these little fussy cut packs pretty good. So that's what I was keeping over here on my desk. And then I'd have one that had my kits in it for that whatever season it was. And then I'd pull it to me and push it back so much that, you know, the box would break because I had so much stuff in it. So I was like, well, that is just not working out for me. So I need to find something that's going to be a little bit sturdier, that if I need to pick it up and move it to my desk, that, you know, it's got handles on it, so I won't just be, you know, picking the side of it and flipping it over or what have you. So, the good old Dollar Tree there worked out for me this time, and I was super happy. I don't even know what I'm looking for to put on this. Some kind of numbers. I want a number up there. Let's see. Where's my numbers at? There we go. I'm just going to put that right there in that little open space where the stamp has a skip. I like that. Very neutral. Go any journal I want to put it in. That's super cute. Well, that is just super awesome. I think I'm just going to ink these up because I don't want to take away from the florals that's on the pockets already. So I'm just going to ink around the stamps and just glue the stamps down on these, and that'll be done. And we've made quite a little stack of ephemera here so far. This will go in any blue, pink, or rose journal. Like that a lot. I like to put things catty corner like that just because it fills up a little more space, and I don't feel like if I put it straight, then I feel like I'd still need to have to put something there. You know what I'm saying? And that is on the one of those black pockets that I've fussy cut out, or I have a die set that has the pocket pouches like that on it from the Temu. And I do have a bunch of those up here that I need to pull out and just decorate. sister, she's like, well, you need to do your room tour. You need to do your room tour. And I'm like, it's not really a room, you know, but I was like, it's going to be hard to do because everything's, you know, packed, which is pretty much all of it's labeled, you know, but I like that a lot. That's super pretty. I was like, I might do it because, you know, I did an impromptu room tour when I first got my fussy cutter thing. And then I've added a few more of the pink carts since then. And stuff like that. But other than that, I haven't really changed a whole lot. I'm going to leave that in there until I use these up. Just so I know if somebody asks where I got them from. It's the Paper Studio. And there is what you get in that package. Try to get the glare off of it. And I think it was 2 packages of it. No, actually it was 1. It had 50 designs in it. Oh no, excuse me. Die cuts, 50 designs, 2 each, 100 pieces. My bad. But yeah, this little thing was like a little box inside it where my cutter knife came in. And I was like, that would just be plumb cute to put on my desk, just to, you know, hopefully I wouldn't knock my inker thing plumb off in the floor. So that's what I'm going to keep that over here for, just for that purpose. Okie doke. So I'm going to put these backer pages back in here. Even though we're going to work on it again tomorrow, I still might do some fussy cutting here when I get off the camera. Just put my stuff back where it goes. Still got this whole big bag of stuff I need to get used up. Okie doke. And then I'm just going to leave that in that because I think it goes good with it. And in there, I am cleaned up. The desk is back to the way that it was before I sat down. I love that. So everything is put up. That's why I said it's hard to get into a project. And you have to pull this, that, and the other out to make things. Alright, so here's that pocket that we just did. And then there's that one. And here's the journal card with the little doggies on it, with the stamp. Then we have this one with the butterflies. That's cute. Would be great for purple, blue, or just a butterfly journal. Then you have this would be good for a blue journal or a bird journal. Then, of course, you know, the roses. Super pretty. And then that one. Be good for a wildflower journal, I think. Alrighty, so that's that. I think what I want to do next in my organizational stuff is take my pockets and tuck spots, which will be, you know, the side tucks, the belly bands, or the page side tucks, whatever, and make a container for them, a container for journal cards, and a container for tags. I think that's what I need to do next in my organizational bit, is to go through this and separate all of my stuff out. So I may do that in tomorrow's video, just to organize with me real quick what's on my desk and my pre-made ephemera. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully we will get together enough ephemera that maybe, you know, in a week or so I can make a journal. Especially after this weekend, I'll have, you know, plenty of kits printed front and back and fussy cut that I can start trying to put together something. So I have a lavender kit it's going to be multiple journals or multiple signature, and it's not lavender season, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of thing that I got going on right now. Is what kits I do have finished aren't in season at the moment to do. And then I always, you know, I can do a bee journal because I have the stuff for that. That would be good to do, like heading in the spring when you see the bees, you know, it's springtime, it's warming up. So we'll see what we can get into. We're just going to make some ephemera. I love doing this type of stuff. That is just super pretty. Super pretty. So thank you all so much. We'll see y'all tomorrow.